All right. Hello and welcome everybody. Hope you are having a good day so far. I'm just going to get started. This is going to be uploaded to YouTube later, so if anybody doesn't catch it, it doesn't matter. So let's start going. I'm also messing around with the stream settings. I don't know if it's going to matter to the people watching this on YouTube, but yeah, that is something that I'm testing out. So if there are any issues, hopefully there aren't. That's why. Oh, let me make sure that this is on. There we go. We got the live letter starting in a little bit. I don't speak Japanese still. I'm working on that. So Yuni watched the first part of this already, so she knows roughly where it started. So
I got excited.
Yeah. And it was at 4 a.m. for us, and we can't do that with kids waking us up. Well, waking her up, especially at like 7 or 8.
Yeah, we got
6.
All Ariela's sick right now, so yeah, sick babies means you don't get sleep.
Yep. So, anyway, let's get going. Also, if you're noticing my mouth or our mouths not lining up exactly with the audio, I'm still messing with the delay of audio to the camera. So, it's just weird with OBS that way. Usually I'm able to offset a little bit, but I can't with this. So, anywho. Oh, I almost hit stop recording. Let's get started. Also, this is a one-way mic too, so we're gonna sound a little muffled here and there. I'm gonna try and speak to it though. Turn them down a little bit. I might skip ahead a little bit just because there's no translation, so we're gonna see.
They're almost there, right? To the slide.
Yeah, it's pretty close. It looks like they're looking at it. Wait, is this a slide or are they saying they're waiting?
Oh, you might need to fast forward then.
Okay, we're going forward. Going forward. Let me see. Let me scrub.
Scrub.
So... Here we go. Right about here, I think. Yeah, I'll leave it up for now. Just in case they have any papers or something they want to show. Had somebody asking me, like, are you excited for the Island Sanctuary? Okay, here we go. July 5th. Okay, that's what we were expecting roundabouts. Data center travel. Don't care about the additional worlds. Replacement of server for the European. Doesn't matter. For us.
Nope, but all the technical advancements that they need to support the larger population.
Yeah. Which is good. They need some of that money. Yeah, people are like, are you ready for are you excited for the Island Sanctuary? I was like, is that coming out in the next patch? They're like, oh no, 6.2. It's like, why are you bringing it up then? I've been trying to like keep it out of my head because I just get disappointed every time they're like putting it off a little bit more. I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
They're kind of teasing you right now, right? It's the background.
I know. I don't like it. It's not nice.
Well, maybe that means they're going to talk about it.
Okay.
Not saying it's coming any sooner.
Streamer lacks critical information.
Right?
Are translations available? Well, we'll check that out later. Right now, we'll just go through the slides, and then if we have time to do the translations, then we'll go through it. Let's move ahead real quick here. So we'll just be chatting about stuff. Let me see if I can open up a new window here. Okay, patch. Okay. Buried memory.
My first question for this title was, whose memory?
Ours.
I don't think so.
Oz in memory. I don't know.
My first thought was that it was Vitras.
Vitra?
Yeah. Since it's MSQ, right? He had a traumatic experience. Maybe there's something he forgot to mention.
Maybe. I'm trying to find the
Reddit?
the actual Reddit one. So there's the mega thread for it.
Coming late August.
August. Didn't I say August?
Yeah.
For 6.2?
Yeah.
Somebody was saying like it's gonna be September or something, or like way earlier, and I was like, no, it's gonna be. I felt like I said that.
Yeah.
Someone's trying to show me up. They're like, no, you're wrong. It's not gonna be August. I'm like, it's pretty sure it's gonna be August.
They have a pretty tight schedule. It's pretty easy to predict.
If anybody in chat has the link, let me know. Or let's see, who said that? Shattered. I'm gonna permit you to post links. Shattered. If you have it, let me know. Obviously, main quest, and then we get more pandemonium. More nest content. Oh, while they're talking, I suppose. Can you hear me okay over them? I can turn them down a little bit. Their audio isn't quite as important.
They usually don't talk very loud anyway.
But, I made the post on Vitra. I made the post on the Patreon. But, I'm just not going to stress so much about making solo content. This guy is who I'm interested in.
Yeah, he's gonna be a really cool character.
I'm gonna switch to if there's no nest content going on, I'll still do like Nest and Friends and stuff, but I'm not gonna, aside from maybe being inspired to, I'm gonna try out this style of video and see how it goes, like with the PvP. I'm gonna be focusing more on the discussion videos, because if for whatever reason Nest ever falls apart, I'm switching my focus to game design. So I'll be building up my resume that way and working with you guys on like coming up with what original jobs could Final Fantasy add, and like actually going in the process of designing an entire job from scratch and going on like a series like that with you guys, and then being able to kind of work on that style. Because I've been stressing myself out way too much, like just bashing my head into like, I need to do better, I need to do it like this guy, I need to do it like this guy, I need to do it like these people. And just, why am I not seeing the success? Because I'm putting in all the effort and I'm just killing myself mentally and emotionally.
Mentally.
So I'm just going to do what works and not try and force it. Sky Pirates.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That's because, okay, I saw Larry tweeting about this, Totaro being evil because the City of Mach questline was required for her endeavor.
Yes.
I haven't started this yet.
I haven't either. I wanted to get more side stuff done because the storyline is based off of what stories you've already gone through. So I wanted to go through some more of the side questing before I start Totaro's grand endeavor.
I haven't been playing too many games. Like, I don't get on Final Fantasy much. I'm kind of on Monster Hunter with the new expansion lately. But I've been, like, mildly depressed. Like, I just don't want to be on the games that I usually enjoy. Been playing a lot of Stardew Valley, though. I'm trying to see how fast I can get that community center done.
Back to basics, you think?
Yeah, just something simple and... yeah, just feel good. I need feel good games.
Yeah.
I think I want to get a year 2, early year 2 community center restoration. Somehow, further Hildebrand adventures. Nice. 2.25. I always want to say 2.5. 0.25.
Yeah.
All right. I need to start the Hildebrand story.
I haven't done that either.
We the Absent, thank you for the 8 months. Welcome back. Appreciate that. That is something I need to improve on, is making streams more engaging. Like, one thing that I noticed is that I've been focusing too much on, like, trying to talk to chat while everybody else is talking. And that's, like, frustrating for me. Now I'm just like, I'm just going to try and focus on improving my ability to talk to people while playing the game. That's usually why I'm so quiet during Nest videos, is because I can't actually talk. Like, I stumble over my words so much, so I'm going to try and multitask a little bit better. Maybe get some brain juice or something going. Help me think better. Church, thank you for the Prime resub, 30 months.
Thank
Some
you.
people forget after 1 month, and you've been going for 30. I appreciate that. Don't forget those Prime subs. It's free for you, aside from paying for Amazon Prime. But you have it for free. Oh, they're on the moon. Just stumble over Whoops' words. I might become more chaotic. My heart rate like accelerates so much though when I decide to be evil. Like, just
You decide to be evil.
yeah, I'm trying to line up very specific stuff. I'm like, can I pull this off? And then
You should have Drak's mischievous face, and it's when you're like completely silent and
Yeah.
staring.
Oh, can you grab the swimsuit cup?
Yes.
GamerSups came out with a new cup. I don't know if it's sold out yet already, but they sent me some swag, and she's hot. Maybe you can see it because it's got like the see-through
Glare.
stuff. Yeah, that should be launching today.
Yeah.
So code NEST for 10% off. And I think I have a link or a banner below on the Twitch page here. So if you're on browser, you can go down there. Meowie! Twitch baby, thank you for the 9 months. Welcome back. Oh, nice. Okay, 0.25 we get Relic. Relic quests. Unlocked in Hildebrand. Okay. ... Yeah, ...
They're looking at the chat now too, like everybody thinks this is crazy.
It's very weird. That's very weird. So does that mean everybody's gonna have to go through the entirety of Hildebrand? Will I live stream Hildebrand? I might do something like that. Do a series. So that's something as well. As long as people on Patreon are okay with me taking longer breaks between videos and supporting me doing those things, I can focus more on streaming as well more consistently without having to stress myself out about doing both, because doing both is very hard.
Legendary Manderville weapons.
So, that would be, oh gosh.
That sounds like a great idea, right?
I'm thinking Godbert X, what's his name now? I forgot his name. The blacksmith guy who we've been...
Yes. I don't remember saying it.
Help me out, chat. Geralt, yeah.
Geralt.
Seeing them two together, like, Geralt being just this piss baby downer, and then Godbert just completely ignoring him and just doing push-ups or squats in the background while he's complaining.
There he is. Quest-centric progression.
Okay.
This is fun.
This is going to be very interesting.
Do you think this is where they're putting in the weapons that won the design contest?
No, this is Relic. So
so it's a separate.
Yeah, there he is. He should, if I'm not mistaken, it will be going based off of the weapons that we bought from Tataru. Once we hit 90.
Okay.
Which I'm really excited about the Black Mage one. I know it's got to change, but I hope it doesn't change too much, because I really like the design of the Black Mage one. Or I'll probably keep it. If they change the design too much, I'm probably going to stick with it from phase 2 or 3. Because usually they just start adding extra glows and certain effects.
Shinies.
Yeah. And then it starts to change around step 4. Then 5 is another adjustment on that. Then 6. Then 6 gets the shiny bit. And then around 7 or 8. I forget how many steps there were. They're usually like
Are they
8 to
different?
9.
They're always 8 to 9?
I want to say.
Oh. It's a lot of steps.
Yeah. Knock Geralt sober. Yeah. What if you don't like the Hildebrand quests? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like, are people gonna have to go through this? Because I know that the goofiness isn't everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah.
So.
But maybe then it'll be toned down. Because they were talking about it's getting so ridiculous. How are we going to keep making Hildebrand quests?
They always say that stuff like that though, and then they do it. Like
They still do it.
because Yoshi P is like, I don't know how we're gonna develop 3 jobs at a time anymore. I don't know how we're gonna release a job before like mid-patch cycle, and then they did it with Blue Mage, and they're like, we didn't say we never would, but
It would be difficult.
it would be tough. I was like, okay, Yoshi P, okay.
So who's the new tribe? I want to do. If you have a
new
guess.
Tribal quest. Disciples of the Land. Well, it's the matter of if we've already seen them or if they're introducing a new one. Oh, the Omnicron. Okay, I see now.
I was not expecting them. Like I did want to know like what they were gonna do with them because they had left the Omnicron up on in Endwalker in the last zone.
Yeah.
And like here.
Oh.
Remember
I see.
that quest line just kind of ended there.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, what are they? I thought it was gonna be more of like a side questy thing.
Yeah. Interesting
But
that
they're
they're
gonna
tribal
make
quests.
yeah.
I thought they'd just stick with the Omega story, which I have to do.
Apparently, it's really good.
I know. I have to do a lot.
I haven't done it yet, but I've heard it's really good.
That'll be easy content to do as well. I'll stream it and record the playthroughs of those quest lines and see if anybody's, even if not a whole lot of people are interested, it'll be enough to make YouTube happy. The team will work off the clock just to prove Yoshi P wrong and say we can do it. They're wild.
It's very true.
They're so wild.
These 2 figures sitting, is
Uh-huh.
that like potential gear?
Oh, it might be. No, it might be. So I don't remember seeing. There weren't NPCs up there before.
No, but maybe that's the other part too because they're gonna make it a bar
Mm-hmm.
where people who live there can come hang out.
Yeah.
So they could be Omnicrons that are in that zone that are there, or it's a show of maybe what glamours might be available.
Yeah. Next expansion, Green Mage and Spellblade. Let's go. Be interesting doing more mages. Spellblade, I imagine, would be a lot like Red Mage, though. It's with how they kind of have made the 14. Unless people have other ideas. That'll be the first video I do for the discussions, though, is like throwing around ideas and then voting on them some way.
Oh.
I'll probably throw it up on Patreon. Hi, Momoy.
Hi. Melee that uses MP.
Be interesting. Then
That
it
would
would
be
be
interesting.
that would be an issue of how to classify them, because if they're a caster, then they're filling a caster slot, but then you don't have a ranged, like they're losing out on the ranged benefit of being able to be away from the boss for party stacks. Whereas if they're as a melee, then I guess you could just consider them a melee, but then they're still using casting gear, which it would, design-wise, it would be difficult. What? Is this
This is
the
the
next?
new Dungeon of Troya.
Ooh, so we're actually going into the void. Okay, good. They're picking up the pace. That's good. That's good. That looks neat. Though with the way how linear 14 dungeons are, I feel like I'm not, and just how long I've played, I don't feel as, like, you can't really explore these zones. You're just kind of on a track going through it, and I fail to appreciate kind of how cool they look sometimes, just because it's like a.
Yeah, also because people just speed through them. If you get to stop and look and enjoy the skybox, you can really appreciate the artwork that's been put in and all of the design elements and the space.
Fizz range like Gilgamesh from Fate Zero. Fate Zero. I don't think I played that one. Can we speed this up? Sorry, hang on. Oh, hang on. Don't look. New trials. Oh, that one. Please be. Wait. I want anima. I really want anima.
Is that a hint?
No, that's extreme.
Oh, it's just the word extreme.
I think that's extreme.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
I want anima. I want that to be a real fight. Oh, you're talking about the Fate franchise. Oh, okay, I thought you meant Gilgamesh from 14. I was like, I don't know if there was a Gilgamesh in Final Fantasy Zero.
Oh, that's interesting. So using MP to summon your melee weapon. Ah. Yeah, I think the only thing that would be weird is like how the buffs align and then gear aligns.
And at the same time, it's cool in concept, but that to me is like the versatility of it is what makes it really cool. But you can't make use of that in a rotation combat. Like it'll end up getting really samey, where you end up going through a rotation of different weapons, which would be cool, but you're not really adjusting on the fly. Typically, there's always going to be like a best one, and then the other weapons are going to get out of. They're just never going to get used.
Out of rotation, yeah.
Unless you do it with a rotation system. Abyssos. Mm-hmm. It's really hard to speculate on this one because they just like it's entirely new. So we can't really be like, all right, what are they going to pull from? What can we expect to see? I do want La Habrea to make an appearance, at least. I want a teaser of him. I want to see who he is back in this time, you know?
Yeah.
He's already pretty twisted when we see him, but like, did it start at this point? Was he always kind of twisted? Was his creativity driving him mad?
There was speculation that if this story aligns with Greek mythology, that La Habrea, you know, he was with the lead warden.
Mm-hmm.
So it was the idea that when she passed, he went mad.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll get to see some more of if that story is similar, and we get more of that backstory from, I forgot the name of their son that we're going on the abyss with.
Forgot his name right now too. I'm on the spot. I feel like Summoner is close enough to being adjustable and on the fly. That's fair. It's fair. They could do something like that. It's just how do you keep it different enough from Summoner where it's not just Summoner light as well.
That's what I was thinking about. If you can make it work where they're summoning a weapon, but then is it just going to be called a reskin of Summoner?
Yeah. So, not discounting it. It's like that's part of the questions that you have to
go
through
the process
to figure out that every hole that can be poked is filled up.
Yeah, especially when you're putting it out to such a large population.
Pushing the release of Savage by 1 week. What does that mean? Does that mean they're pushing it back? Or is it going to be 1 week earlier? Because I thought...
They might say the dates.
They're both requests asking for and against us. We would like to make this a test run. By 1 week will be considered based on the results of this test run. 1 week after normal. Okay, so instead of 2 weeks, right? Because right now it's 2 weeks.
Oh.
Okay, chat is saying when we got... I like that. I don't want to wait 2 weeks.
Especially because you don't need the gear.
No. No, the gear's not important. Anybody who's going to go into Savage usually either has... Like, there's just ways to get gear.
Yeah, there's ways to get gear, so you don't need it specifically, like the 2 weeks of runs.
Normally in point 2 and point 4, it was at the same time. Oh, Savage is the same as normal. What am I... Oh, I'm thinking of the... You're right, I'm thinking of the point 0. Because they release normal and then they wait a couple weeks and then... Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then I don't like this. I want it. I want it on the same day.
You have to see.
Yeah, the issue for Nest is that...
Oh, okay.
The issue for Nest in that is that we're gonna have we're gonna have to wait 2 weeks now because we're gonna have to replace, or unless we just replace Whoops and Sophie 4. I really need to move it to Everybody is Blind. Everybody only has Nest as the group. It just causes so many issues.
Scheduling wise, yeah.
Scheduling and just...
Well, yeah, it makes it difficult for people not to want to hint or get frustrated.
Yeah, because everybody, like... Yeah, it's that whole discussion of, well, you can't be mad at them for wanting to hint at stuff because just imagine it how... Oh, nice. I really love Sephiroth. I'm really glad that's getting an Unreal.
Unreal.
I'm gonna run that. I'm gonna run the hell out of that.
Oh, are we gonna get a remix of his music?
No.
No?
No.
Aw.
They don't do that. We might get one like they did with Titania, like the Eurobeat or whatever they did.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
That would be fun. Like, it's a really good song.
Mm-hmm.
So, getting a remix would be cool.
Yeah. I'm just like, I want to have everybody in the group, but I also want to apply the rules of the group.
The blindness.
And then people are like, well, if you want them in the group, then you can't apply the rules to them because you got to understand how frustrating it is. I'm like, do you understand how frustrating it is to me? To have my rules broken
Yeah.
all the time and not snap?
Containment Bay.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
That was a really fun fight.
Yeah.
I can't remember if I progressed this with you or if I subbed in for you for Sephiroth. It was a while ago.
Yeah. Job adjustments. I doubt they're going to go into anything because this is August, right?
Yes.
Late August. Which I assumed would be the case. PvE and PvP. Okay. That's a ways out. Like, are they just saying that they're going to be taking a look at these things? Like, the PvE adjustments I can see them doing. But we still got 3 months, basically.
For PvP adjustments?
Wait, August... Is it July,
We're in
August,
July.
September? So it's 1 month.
1 month.
1 month. 1.5 months.
That's not long. Long enough for people to be comfortable in how it currently plays before it gets changed again.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I might bring in people, I'm thinking about it, I'm going to bring in people from Nest and Friends to run with us while Sophie and Whoops are doing their thing week 1 on Savage.
That is the point of having more group. Bigger group.
Yeah.
So
See if Lemur and Marcato want to come in there.
No extensive adjustments to Dragoon or Astrologian until later.
Adjustments?
They've been
Were they
postponed.
talking about what chat? What changes are they talking about? Are they things that? Because I don't. Extensive adjustments have been postponed. So are they like? Have they talked about this before? I'm bad at keeping up on this news.
They didn't post anything.
Nobody knows anything yet. Okay.
Yeah, because the last one they posted out all the job changes. They were all of like the things that they did do, not things that they potentially want to do.
Okay. They've mentioned wanting to do a major change last. Is there something wrong with Dragoon right now? Intentions will be explained. Okay. I guess they'll go into it when they do it. I'd like to know a little bit now on like what issues they're seeing. Is that if that's in the translation, let me know if you guys got the link, and then I'll permit you so you don't get timed out. Want to tell us what the changes are? At the last minute? Yeah, I mean the longer, yeah, that's true. People will freak out.
Yeah.
People always I feel so bad for them. You just can't please everybody. Oh, is it the? Hang on. If it's that Discord channel, I'm already in there.
Oh,
Let me just make sure my.
Moved it off.
I turned it off because I don't want people to see my private
Discord.
chats. You guys don't need to see my private chats. It would be down.
Critical and direct hit adjustments.
Okay. And
Planning adjustments for instances in which buffs, debuffs, and attributes related to critical and direct hits do not result in expected benefits. Further details to come.
Okay. Going up here. Although they're talking about Island Sanctuary, I need to go up a little bit more. It's going to be a part 2. Okay. All right, for whatever reason, I thought September came before August for a bit, so I was like...
Planning adjustments.
Safalak, thank you for the 4 months. Appreciate that. We're doing well. Thank you.
So then, maybe that's part of the number squish that the benefits are not computing.
Yeah, let's see here. Hang on.
PvP Series 2 begins.
Okay, so the series starts in 6.2. The season ends in 3 days. We'll see if I'm gonna try and actually grind out Crystal. I really want Crystal just for the bragging rights. I want that plate. Rival Wings is coming back?
Yeah. They said they were only going to postpone it for the
issue
first
is just the botters. It was such an easy thing for botters to get into. It just dragged the fun out of it. Nobody wanted to play it anymore. Crystalline Conflict is the most successful one. So at least they're still going with it, but I wouldn't bother with the other PvP modes anymore.
Well, maybe, do you think that when they're reintroducing it, doesn't mean they're actually going to upload it the same? What if they added some security measures to it? Do you think they could?
We'll see, because people are still... They've done some stuff for Crystalline Conflict, but there's still people who are cheating.
Yeah.
I had some really sus matches where, like, I've got my shield, and the second it comes down, I'm getting bursted.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's really sus.
Oh, yeah, this is exciting.
The jump block and the combo length. Hey. Stay there. Appreciate it. Welcome. Hope you're having a good time here. Do support for Snow Cloak, Keeper of the Lake, Somal, Area, and the Vault. Nice. Nice.
It's really cool.
Snowcloak and Keeper of the Lake were right before Heaven's Word. Then we got Somal, Airy, Vault, which were all Heaven's Word stuff. So we're getting there. General translation is that they are delaying the Dragoon and Astro changes due to the backlash they got from the Samurai changes. Those people.
So you get to party up with the Heaven's Word.
Oh, that's right. Get to see Izael fight without Shiva mode. That'd be cool if that was her limit break.
Oh, she does something Shiva?
She turns into Shiva and diamond dusts everything.
Oh, I feel like that's OP.
It's why? It's like it's AI stuff.
Yeah,
It's not,
yeah.
It doesn't matter. have fun.
That's true. That would
The
be fun.
main thing would be have fun, because you don't have to worry about like as long as it looks cool. They still make their damage like baseline. They never do more.
They also include like the dynamics of the character. Do you think Izel would be the one to pull it first? I think Estinian's more likely to. Once LB's up, he's going.
Well, yeah, well, you just take Estinian out.
You're like, no, Estinian can't go.
somebody else goes as the tank.
I don't think Horshavan's gonna be in the available NPCs for the vault.
Going up to the vault, because he only dies at the top.
Oh yeah, there's no fight after that cutscene, right? Oh, so I guess he could then.
Yeah.
That would be really. I feel like that would hit even harder.
Solo quest battle for the Steps of Faith. Okay.
I thought that would actually make it difficult.
Maybe.
It would be also be more epic.
Yeah.
If you're having to like you against a dragon then versus the party against the dragon.
So bloody boring right now.
Yeah. And if they reworked it to be a solo quest battle, they might have changed some of the mechanics as well.
Thorn March, huh? Okay. That'd be interesting. See, the reason most people don't like Thorn March in Magomag is because it was so hard to coordinate teams back then because players just weren't as good.
True.
People didn't listen to callouts, people didn't know strats, people didn't know where to look up strats. You know, even though we still had Mistech, Happy, I don't know if Xeno was doing stuff back then or not, but a lot of different options basically to look up strats in. Yeah.
No, it was you were guaranteed to be in there for like over an hour because you'd have to coordinate the group.
Yeah. It's too hard for sprouts and casuals. Yeah. That's how we were back when we were baboos. Steps of Faith was really difficult. It was pretty difficult. Like there were a lot of wipe groups, but it was never interesting.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is that it was never fun. Not once.
Especially leading up to it, the MSQ being so epic and being like you're gonna go fight a dragon.
A gigantic dragon.
Yeah. So then going into the duty, it was kind of like lackluster for like the mechanics you'd have to do to defeat the dragon.
It was just worse Lao Shan Lung from Monster Hunter. Lao Shan Lung was interesting in the final bits because you had the Dragonator and you were timing stuff, so you had this giant weapon. Whereas with you've got a couple cannons in not Thorn March, but Steps of Faith. Do I recognize this? New battle content, variant dungeon. They've been talking about this for years.
Yeah, this is exciting.
They've been talking about this for literally years, since like 4.0, I think. Let's see, PvP updates. We just went through that. Okay, so the overview here. Not a whole lot in the translation stuff. Depending on your decisions and movements inside the dungeon, there are going to be different routes. Okay, good. I hope that this is as good as I think it's going to be in my head. Because variable difficulty dungeons previously introduced as Criterion Dungeons. I'm not familiar with that. Level 90 casual play. So maybe like somewhat similar to Palace of the Dead. No role restrictions, but no job changes permitted. That's fine. people are still largely going to go for tank or normal light party because that's just how the game's designed. Enemy strength determined by party size. Okay.
I thought that was cool. It reminds me of how Monster Hunter does things.
Yeah.
This one's a bit more balanced, though, right? Not like 2 and 4 are more difficult than 1 and 3.
Yeah, that was World.
Oh, okay.
World did that where if you had it was either single player difficulty or multiplayer difficulty, and that was it. They didn't adjust it till later. I think Rise is a lot better about that.
I thought this was really cool.
The progression based on player action. Yeah, because that's what I thought would be interesting, but I wasn't sure if, like, thinking about it, like, it's cool in concept, but will people get tired of it always having to figure out something new or search for stuff versus how use... Because, like, it's, like I said, it's interesting and it'd be cool, but what I've noticed about gamers lately and stuff that you just kind of fall into is that so much has just kind of been laid out and handed to us. Anything where we have to work for stuff becomes a chore. At least I hear that a lot from... That's one of something Asmongold always talks about on his streams. Is like, I don't want to have immersive stuff that makes it take longer to do it because I just want to be able to do this, but then at the same time complaining. But then, you know, community is dying because everything's instant and all this stuff. So it's like...
I have actually been hearing more of people wanting this type of dungeon because the MSQ is so much like a single player game.
Yeah.
That they want that variable content in which you can branch off and have a different experience based on your decisions like you would in a single player. So I think this is a really cool outlet for people who want that niche, whereas it doesn't affect the MSQ, like everybody having the shared experience.
Oh, this is... Okay, a certain someone. Okay, so this is going to be story-based.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. They'll find the fastest route. Well, if it's variable, then you'll never know. Like, the best route's always going to change, is I think what the idea is with this one. So, there's still the chance that there's going to be the optimal route every time, but yeah. Experience a different story depending on the path. Oh, so they're going like...
Yeah.
Octopath Traveler.
Yeah. I thought that was really cool because it's something that part of the community wants.
Yeah.
But then you can go back and replay through it because it's a dungeon. I thought that was really smart to still provide this content that people want without it really affecting the MSQ. But also, I was in thinking that one path is faster than the others. They could design it so that it's not.
Yeah, well, I think what they're going for here is that if you're going for story, then doing the same path isn't going to do anything for you. If you're going for loot, doing the same path could be. But then it depends on, like, if they attach anything up, like an upgrade quest or something, like you get certain gear and you need to collect different things from the dungeon and you need to go on different paths to do that. So then that would incentivize people to go on different paths. You're not just going to the end and getting the same loot you would by going on the up, like another one.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
thought it would just affect story and location of dungeon by choosing a different path. Because I don't think they would make it so that you can't get the same loot at the end.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is that if you want to prevent people from doing the same thing over and over again, then you have to give them different stuff at the different... There has to be a different carrot.
Oh, a different carrot.
At the end.
Okay.
So you need to be able to get a different... Or be incentivized to get those rewards. So one reward is the different story.
Yes.
But if the people don't care about story, then the other thing is for different loot. Or variable loot at the end. Like, it just depends. And there could be a system in place where an event happens in the dungeon, and that's what dictates more of, like, if we go this way, then it's kind of like the 50-50 chance things in the treasure.
Yes.
The maps.
Yes. The variability in the maps. Rewarding the variance is important.
Yeah. That's cool, though. So, more Ul'dah. I dig it. I've lived in the desert for so long. I've gotten attached to Ul'dah, and I started in Bastok in 11. Bastok was way more barren. Bastok's more like Nevada.
I'm still beach.
Yeah, I like the beach too.
Team
but...
Limsa.
I wish I wasn't so motion sick and have a terrible fear of deep water. Because otherwise I'd love to go out on like a deep sea fishing trip.
Go on cruise with me.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm going to lay in bed while you go
While
on the
I
cruise.
go and have fun, yeah.
Another path, Criterion Dungeons. So wait, hang on.
So this
it
is
said
really
it was
interesting.
previously announced as so they're doing the variant dungeons and then also doing Criterion Dungeons. Am I
Yes.
understanding that one?
Yes.
Right? They do talk quite a bit. Depending on the written the dungeon, their story will be different. Okay, they're talking. Chad is guessing who the NPC is. Raubon? Maybe. Who knows? Since there are a few routes, there's actually a lot of places inside the dungeon that are suited for screenshots. Not in every patch, but we plan another 2 for 6.0. Okay, so there's at least 2 more. So we're going to get 3 variant dungeons. So Criterion Dungeons are variant dungeons?
No. They're going to go into it. This is high difficulty, level 90, 4 players. Party is...
Yeah, so this is different. It's different.
Yeah, this is different.
They said that the variant dungeons were called Criterion Dungeons previously. So now they're saying variant is one, Criterion is another.
Yes.
Because the variant dungeons don't have the party comp requirement.
Yeah. Visually similar. Overall structure of enemy strengths are totally different.
Okay, so this is the hardcore version.
Yes.
This is the hardcore version.
I thought this was very smart. So if you have a limited amount of people and resources, you can only really make one dungeon, and you can make it variably different cosmetically. Yeah. But this is a great use of their resources.
Yeah, because WoW does it. Fun. WoW does something like that where they have different difficulties. I don't know how good WoW does it, but I know that they do it.
I think the problem...
Another Sylvan and another Sylvan Savage. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think the problem the WoW is facing with that is the loot system that they have with it.
Another dungeons are high difficulty by default. Savage provides additional challenges. Okay, the wording, I'm guessing they still mean Savage is still more difficult.
Yes, so you have the
But it's already hard.
Yeah.
Basically, because another is both of these.
Yes.
The Subterranean and the Savage, so it's hard in general, then gets harder.
Yes.
Okay. Mythic Dungeons is sadly a joke. It's unfortunate, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Like a lot of their ideas are, but it's the execution. Execution.
Sorry, kitty cat.
Kitty cat. I'm excited for this, for Nest to do this.
You can't change.
I have to find people who are like on. It is.
I know.
You guys have no idea how frustrating it is rounding up Nest members outside of raid day. You don't understand. People blow me off without a second thought. It's not like, oh yeah, I want to make time to do this with you. It's like, maybe. No, I got a thing. No, I'm gonna be talking on the phone at that hour. No, there's a show I want to watch. I'm not gonna be doing that. Yeah, it's just, I gotta feed my dog.
Normal methods are prohibited.
Okay, yeah, so Palace of the Dead 150 and up.
Yeah.
So you wash your hair, yeah. So people are always like, you should do that with Ness, and I feel so bad.
Oh.
Because I want to get people together, and I offer it to Nest members, and like recently I've just started giving up because I don't like getting shot down every day.
Well, maybe that's something we should discuss with them is who goes is who shows up.
Yeah, it's just a matter of getting people to show up.
Yeah.
That's the problem. People in Nest and Friends are always down to, like, at least try.
Yeah.
I think Raya would be. Raya would be good.
Yeah.
Corey is the hardest to get a hold of.
Well, he's got stuff.
Yeah, Sophie's a no-go. Whoops always has other things with other people. Hans probably would be. Hans would be down. So me, Hans, Raya, Sonic would probably be down. Me, Hans, Raya, Sonic.
So for preform parties, matching is unavailable.
Yeah, same. So
Yeah.
this is the same as Palace of the Dead.
This is savage of another.
Oh,
Another
all
s-
methods are prohibited. Okay. Get good.
Yep. Don't get hit.
Do it with you and get on early in it. Well, I mean, that's the thing, is that it has to be Nest. People want to see Nest, not viewer content. I like doing stuff with you guys, but it's the whole point is to have Nest on there. If you die, your character is deleted.
All defeated enemies revive after the party KOs.
Oh, that's neat.
That's cool, right?
Can become stronger if not defeated in a certain time limit. Oh,
That's
so now they're
fun,
encouraging
right?
speed running. That's gonna make a lot of people happy.
Yeah.
Contrary to popular belief, I like big pulls. I just don't post a lot of dungeon content, but
Oh yeah. So this allows the different party comps because
oh
of the
yeah,
lack of
so
raises.
having because that's what we would do in Palace is have a summoner, a red mage, and then the healer, and just make sure that. Sorry, how are we gonna balance raid savage now? Doing dungeon savage. So much more stuff, so little time. Yeah, that'll be tricky.
So the Savage version doesn't have a matching system and there's no revival system. So if you die halfway Morble, we gotta continue as 3? ... Oh yeah. This is the Primals Concert. I was so happy for Soken. He looks so happy in this video. Nico Dennis.
You should be doing a pose.
Yeah.
We have Uematsu there.
次は東京ドームだもんね。
That's awesome to be able to actually like do something live again.
Yes. It's amazing.
シックスティーンずっと朝までさ、作っててさ、もう嫌ですよ。どういうスケジュールだよ。
I had some good pictures in the event. It looks huge too. Like, this is a really cool venue.
嘘やろ眠いっすよいよいよやれてよかったですね俺今4公演やるのよ
He's just right here. He's so happy. There you guys are funny in chat. Oh, this is just gonna be flow and Walker and Zone music
Oh, okay.
for a little bit here. Don't want to make people cry.
Yeah. Wait, this is There we go. And then Sanctuary News. Next bullet is going to be, we'll talk more about it in the part 2 pet live letter. Would I rather have Sam or Corey as my tank? It depends. It depends. If Corey wants the loot at the end, He'll be a good tank. Sam, if I need any more emotional damage in my life for being bad.
I would pick Corey, but I'm a healer, so there's other motives there.
This looks like it. Is this Dravania because of that mountain in the background? You think, or do you think we're gonna have different like places we can take it,
I think
or is it just gonna be an island somewhere else?
it's just an island. I'm not sure where they will geographically put it, or like it's like a place you can port to. I'm not sure. You think it could be
Solo, gather materials, care for creatures, build facilities, craft items. Okay, cool.
all the stuff they said before?
Yeah.
Do you think it could be around the area of
Nice. Okay, so you
Ooh.
don't have to be a disciple of Hand or Land. So
That's more people
We're playing
involved.
Stardew. We're playing Harvest Moon. We're playing Animal Crossing. Just
Yeah.
go in and
go in
get
and
in and
do
go.
stuff? Charlian, do you think it's gonna be off of the Charlian area?
That could be. I don't want to have to do this, but I'm gonna have to edit this out. I'm gonna go pee.
He's like, I can't hold it anymore. The mounts would be tricky, I would think. It depends on how big they make the zone, too. Yes, I've taken over. Well, momentarily. The minions are supposed to be able to roam around. So the minions, I think, is going to be really fun. Just to see your whole collection being like live and out and about and just roaming around was really cool. Yes, I do think mounts would be really cool to do because it almost brings about kind of like that Pokemon feel where like the big elementals are out and about. That would be really cool. It depends on how big they make the zone because those are really big mounts. You know what you're talking about. The car. Yeah. Oh, that's true. Do you think they would limit the minions? Do you think you can have all your minions out or only creature-related minions? I do hope they do the housing as well. I think that's a big part of Final Fantasy that is being kind of gate-locked. Just because they can't make that much housing for all the players that we have now. So being able to create this space that you can, like an instance basically, that everybody can port to, and then have the options of housing, that would be really awesome if that's something that they can pull off. Everybody gets to be creative and designing. And this part, I know Drak is really interested in how they're going to explore the care for creatures. Because if you can, because they have the chocobo and the horse there. So if we get to, maybe we'll get certain mounts that we can grow and evolve in there. That'd be really cool.
Mommy, can you give me some strawberries?
You just want a cardboard box. Are you gonna draw with crayons? Say this is my house. Yeah, true. They do have a baseline. And I think that's why we have the expectations that we do. Because we know what they, like you said, what they can do in the game. He is back.
What happened?
I was just talking.
One on my lap. Come here. Are you gonna hide?
Nope, she's hiding.
Okay, watch your toesies. White Aki, thank you for the 4 months. Appreciate that. And Wisteria, thank you for the follow. All right, let's get going. Oh. They might be doing kind of like a Lost Ark system where you start in an area and then you keep expanding.
That would be really cool.
Like as you go, just not as like mobile gamey as Lost Arks is. Stop. Still a lot of bugs, so I can't show footage in game yet. That's fair. Be during the next live letter. So only written info. Every single player will get their own island. So what is this island that every person gets? It has to be small, right? It's only one screenshot you can show. Size of a Rogadin. That's all right. That's gonna be really cool. That's gonna be really cool. That's at least 3 Lalafels wide. Yeah. Well, so the thing is about overhyping it is true. You don't want to get your expectations too high because that's not fair to the dev team. At the same time, this is what I'm talking about anytime I do the discussion videos about giving good feedback. Is we can still give good feedback. Talk about this is what we'd hope for, this is what we want, this is what's not working. And we can still give that feedback without being toxic. People think that the only way to get toxic or get feedback or to give it is after they're already like angry. And you don't have to be angry. You can be disappointed in stuff, but you need to be in control of your emotions and just give the feedback. So the more people do that, the more they listen, and then the better. Like, unfortunately, with Samurai changes with PvP and Black Mage, a lot more people have been like outraged and like crazy and backlash and all this stuff. So that's not as conducive to getting good change.
I was also thinking that if you're presenting things that you want or expectations that you may have, they are a good dev team. They'll come back and say, this is what's feasibly possible. So maybe then they can give us a basically almost like a peek inside the development in which what is actually are their systems capable of producing and doing.
Okay, new inventory space. That's good. Okay, it is Animal Crossing. So you gather material. Oh, it's like a survival type game too. Like they're taking some really good elements here that I like. On the note of the dev team, like they have a large scope, so they can help harvest new resources. Yeah, that's really cool. They can see an issue, and then 2 or 3 years later, finally be able to resolve that issue with their technological advances. So it's not like they don't go, we can't do this, F off. It's always we can't do this now, but we'll look into it in the future.
Also, with the growing of crops, I think it'll say in just a minute, they're going to be separate crops from what we can grow at our houses.
Yeah. I mean, you'd hope so. It's what incentivizes people to do it. Yeah.
But it also would, I was just realizing that it really makes it fair, too. Because you can't, like, get a jump start if you've had a house type of thing. It's a level playing field.
Yeah. A lot of Rothgar players feeling ignored. I mean, they just have to be patient. It's not that they're being ignored, it's just that there's limitations on the team. Like, what they already have planned, and then the bigger issues that they need to do, and then they'll eventually get to it. It is disappointing, and it's not like the Rothgar players aren't right. They're still right to be disappointed.
Yes.
But it's not that they're being ignored. Feeling ignored, I understand, but it's just tough on the team. The team shouldn't have introduced Vieira at all, honestly. Not until later. Not until much, much later. Like, Vieira should have been a 7.0 thing.
Oh, you think?
Yeah. Because that's what set them behind so much, is that they had to make a whole new race, rig everything, get all the new equipment. And then...
There's no way for them to be able to retrofit everything for them.
Now people are feeling upset because, well, we got Vieira and Rothgar at the same time, but then that came at a cost, and people aren't willing to pay that cost.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's so shiny. Shiny hunting, yeah. So they're keeping out for rare coloring and unique critters. Oh, you can collect them here. Oh.
We got excited.
Okay. So we're building a base of operations. This is going to be really cool.
Yeah.
This is just in concept. It's already really cool. Like these are tried and true mechanics in games that I already like really enjoy.
Yes.
So seeing them in Final Fantasy, maybe they will work. I think it's okay to be at least a little excited for that.
Well, in
Chow
even,
Garden. Yeah, I wish. Dude, I wish. Sonic needs to stop making Sonic games and just do Chow games for a little bit.
but also thinking that with you being able to catch different critters, where is I going?
How they're catching, being able to catch them, is also neat.
Yeah, it's a new mechanic. But with all these things that we like in other games coming into Final Fantasy, we'll have the expectation should be, what is the Final Fantasy version of this going to be like?
Yeah.
We like these things, but it is being done by somebody else.
Paused. Sorry. Sorry. I thought it was... Okay.
Ooh, we can customize. Oh, that's the house. I thought they were going to say customize our tools.
And
Unlock further tools. So I'm guessing it's like having a crafting bench in the house.
You're having a crafting bench and then upgrading a little bit more, and now you have a forge, and then you upgrade a little bit more, and now you have this and that.
I guess...
Release the minions, and then we get our minions. That's going to be so awesome.
Oh yeah, someone earlier was like the Nero car in its natural habitat. Oh, it says specifically your favorite minions. Do you think they're going to limit it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I just think they're saying that you get, kind of like in the ad speak.
Yeah, ad speak.
Like, release the minions. Your favorite minions now get to to spend time with your favorite minions now. So
yeah,
I think you just get to choose what ones are out and about. Handicrafts. Okay.
So that would be like the quick stuff.
And export then. Try to align exports with market demand. Oh, so this might be a good money-making thing, too. I wonder if that'll be strictly PvE, not PvE, but strictly like environmental stuff. So, island-specific currency. Okay, so that changes things a little bit. So I was going to be like, maybe players will trade between each other. Like, I need this for this thing. Oh, well, I have that, so I can send that to you and then just exchange that way.
No.
Gameplay is not affected by other players' actions. Okay. Unfortunate, kind of, but at the same time.
Well, I think because it's instanced, so if you're going into this space to work on it on your own, then they don't want the outside influence to change how fast you can progress in it, because then that would be unfair. It would be a cool community thing, but in an overall scheme of things, it could be unfair. Oh, so we're going to have an exchange system.
Well, yeah, you can't have a currency without something to spend it on.
Well, I was thinking...
Oh, okay, so there is something that we can at least bring people to our island. It's not entirely isolated.
If they go farther with this, I would love if they did stuff... It's like Animal Crossing. You can invite your friends over. But I wish they would actually incorporate the mini games that people make up when you have visitors over. If, like, maybe not on launch of this, but to eventually progress on it, in that there's a mini game you can play when you invite your friends over to your island.
It'd be really cool if they had places that you could set up where it's like Gold Saucer games, where it's like active time events. So, or like think the Monster Hunter arm wrestling stand, but like you craft a tug-of-war field. Don't. You like tug-of-war, or maybe like a little racetrack. And you race each other, and you like have to press the combination of buttons for like your coordination on how fast you go or something.
Yeah.
That'd be neat. Quizzes. Seems like they want to stay mostly solo, except you're inviting friends and free company. There's at least something social to it. Like, there's no point to have your friends over at all
if there's
nothing to do with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's cool to show them around, to show what you've built. And the basics in Animal Crossing is that they can come help you forage.
Yeah. But that's not what we're talking about. We're just talking about being able to do stuff on your island with friends.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think what we're talking about would be at the beginning. I think at beginning would be good is just to have them be able to help you forage.
Yeah.
Because they do need to be able to do something while they're there. If they just are, it's almost like you're just going over to enjoy somebody else's work, but then you have no contribution to it. So it kind of makes it like, oh, hi, oh, bye.
Yeah. Well, then it's just free company houses as they are, because some people who RP are always in their free company houses.
Oh, I
but
can see
otherwise,
that.
there's zero purpose to be in the free company house because the workshop is no longer relevant.
Well, they're doing it on the island, baby. You
Where?
can do it to make the new outside housing features.
Yeah.
I want to see cookie on island.
It's in the white bowl
In the white bowl?
with the fruit.
Okay.
It
Is
is
there
in there.
Rice Krispies there?
Yes,
Oh,
there are.
I gave one to Adeline first, a cookie.
Oh.
So I don't know if she ate it all.
Oh, maybe.
Give them free reign.
So, I mean, like it is mostly solo, but if you're gonna have friends over, what I'm saying is that it's good to have things to do with them.
Friendship ender.
Oh, you can even name animals you capture. That's really cool.
It's Pokemon.
Yeah, because what I really enjoyed about Black Desert, I loved the art, like how RP heavy it was, but I loved taming horses in that game, even if it wasn't the most profitable.
Okay, so you taking care of your place and the capturing of creatures is done only by you, because that's when they say
Yeah,
it's
and
not
that's-
influenced by other players there.
That's fine. What we're saying is like do mini games and stuff for things. Otherwise, again, there's zero purpose to have them over because nobody's going to use the multiplayer feature if there's nothing to do in multiplayer.
They said we don't expect players to go ham on the island developments. Oh, and they're gonna allow flying. So you can bring your mount in there, but I don't know if they'll like let it roam free there.
All right, that'd be neat. Are there aether currents? Haha, no, but you will have to explore. That'd be cool. Sweetie, it's not the end of the world.
What's the matter?
She
Okay,
wants the cookie.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Having a meltdown over cookies. Yeah, I wouldn't expect them to like do. If you have people over, they'll help you gather stuff and all that. But something fun. Something fun. We're still testing this part, but you can place an orchestrion in the base. The further you get away, the further music will sound. That's cool. Kind of how they have it right now. More details and game footage in the next live letter. Sorry for the wait. But the patch 6.2. Adventure plates and portraits will be officially released, and the beta version will end. Released. I'm going ahead in the translations. So they rebuilt that. Okay, the system was far too confusing. In the end, a lot of portraits just ended up players standing there with no expression. Yeah, linking it was... Because I always had that issue. I'm like, I thought I linked it already to my like Black Mage or something like that. Or like overwrote. If I linked it to this gear set, then I couldn't link that same one to another gear set. That was really frustrating. So I'm glad they're addressing it. Going back to them addressing things, like for the samurai changes, they can't just keep adjusting things patch after patch after patch. They have to like adjust something, see if there's an issue, and see if the feedback they're getting is because people aren't used to it or if it's a real issue. And then they have to do testing, and then they have to release it again. Things can't just be like
Well-
that. Like, it's just not fair to them to expect that. You know what I mean?
It's not good for the player either, Because if it's constantly being adjusted back and forth, then there's no real goal in mind for your job. So then you just get frustration with it.
Yeah.
So they do need to have like an end goal of where they want that job to be at, and then adjusting it to get to that goal. Then if you disagree with the goal the job is going to, you can choose another job.
Yeah. But I think they're going at as good a pace as they can, and they do care. Like, it's just very obvious that they care. So it's not a matter of them not doing things fast enough. It's that they feasibly can't without ruining things.
Yeah, they
'Cause
have
they
a
could-
set schedule.
They could just as easily compound issues. And they have everything else to develop as well. It's not just... They don't have, like, an isolated team, I don't think, of people who are like, you fix this.
I also think if you're making adjustments, you would want people to live with the adjustments for a certain period of time to get enough test results, to get enough of a survey.
Because the Final Fantasy XIV community is as knee-jerk as you get with certain reactions. Because people won't even wait to play the class yet before they judge that it's trash.
Yeah.
And before anybody disagrees with me, Scholar.
That was a really big one. I
There's
saw
still
it.
things that can improve, but yeah.
No, the only thing, well, like when I first saw it, I was like, oh, it's Scholar still Scholar. Scholar's, I mean, that was basically the only reason why people, I think, had such a knee-jerk reaction, was Scholar didn't get this, voila, type of thing. But I, as a player, was like, no, that looks really good. I'm not sure how it's going to work because I couldn't actually get my hands on it. I wasn't sure how the rotation was going to work, so it was all like a theory. But when you go in and you actually play it, it's like, this is awesome for Scholar. This works with its kit. This is furthering the development of its kit.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying is, like, if they're not addressing things fast enough, also consider your own approach to understanding what the changes they've made are, and then you just have to kind of wait for it. They do what they do with what they can. Like, it's venture plate portraits and search comments may be edited from the portraits may be updated to reflect current equipment, but players may also choose edit only camera setting. Okay.
Yeah, more of the commands will be in the... I like that.
Gear set list will be displayed, allowing players to create corresponding portrait for each set. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good having the like symbol next to it.
Yeah, and I also like that it's all the menus are gonna be in one spot, because that was kind of the thing of, is it in the portrait menu or is it in the base venture plate menu?
It's in
on how
portraits
to-
for Dome and Mahjong. That's awesome. New poses, new decorative features. I at least hope that we keep the stuff that we unlocked. I'm fine not having the save data anymore, but like I hope our like borders and stuff that we paid for with the hunt or the wolf mark or the totems, whatever, from PvP.
You should.
Yeah, they said some things would be reset. That's what I'm assuming they wouldn't reset everything. Like you have to re-earn
No,
all those things.
if you,
Just to remake them.
Yeah, you would just have to remake them, because if you already use the currency, then that transaction's already happened. Going back on that would be ugly.
Yeah. Knee-jerk reactions are just a test of your reflexes.
I, by the way, had Drak coaching me through that whole interaction. I could not get the timing, and I was like, I'm just gonna die.
Every time I'm like, get behind him, get away from him, go back in. New tombstones, that's expected.
Oh, casualty? No, causality.
Causality.
Sorry, that sounds like that made no sense. Causality.
Crafted gear. Oh my goodness! Yes! Yes! Hang on.
Screenshot. Crafters unite.
Posting this in the raid chat. Raya's especially upset because Sophie always goes in with broken freaking gear. Every time.
Isn't it because she doesn't really play on that character?
Yes, but it's still really
Yeah,
frustrating.
I understand. But I was like, I was thinking that was why.
So it's like, because we say, repair your gear, check your food,
buffs.
and then we go in, oh, I didn't repair. And I want to crack the little egg.
Standard and branching views available. Oh.
Oh, that's so good. This is so good.
It looks really good.
This is very good. This is very, very, very good.
More helpful for people who are coming in too.
Oh, it's helpful for me to like visualize because I have to read every skill, and we all know I can't read. So like going through this, having to like deal with, all right, which skill upgrades into what, and then placing it on the bar. Now it's just so that's very cleanly laid out. That's awesome.
Yeah, so they'll have standard mode and branching views available.
Yeah, I mean, this is helpful in general. This is very good. My dark secret is that I'm illiterate. I play Final Fantasy XIV. We're all illiterate. That's not a well-kept secret. We all can't read.
Continue.
Okay, so more... I'm guessing that's Aether Sand. Unless it's not Aether Sand, it's a different rare material that can be reduced. Wait, not... Okay, materials not used in crafting battle-related items. Okay. More Glamour Dresser, bless you.
Wow.
Bless you.
So many people are going to be so happy with that.
How much of a premium to charge for repairs? They get so what's gonna happen in Nest is that if you forget to repair, it's gonna be all Loot Master, and we're gonna do /random for our loot rolls, and you lose probably like 50 points on your roll every time you need to be asked for repair. That's gonna be my charge. So you lose your roll value every time we have to repair for you if you don't remember.
I'm already a crafter, but that wouldn't be an issue for me.
I know, but the people
coming in broken are like SOL.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's 50 DKP minus. You have to sing the repair song for the entire raid. Something.
That hurts both parties. I don't like that idea.
Next, I understand what you did.
They're
really good
seeing
work.
Everybody excited.
Yeah,
on
it's very good. It's very cool. Adjustments to the order of Return to Evilus quests. Oh, that bacon bread irritated the crap on me. That's so annoying. Okay. I have no idea. Is there anything else? Like...
You can go into the Discord.
There's the primal stuff. Let's go here. Okay, the game pack. Okay, hang on. What's that? Oh, Arizo Cafe, I'm guessing. Looks delicious. I gotta go back to Japan. Been saying that. I just need to go. Need to learn to manage my stress a little bit better. Okay, I think that's it for the most part. Let's check and see. Back down to fantasy. Oh, I lost my spot. Hang on. Going down. Going down. Going down.
But after all, this is all really exciting.
Yeah, it was like really cool. I'm really interested to see what the capture mechanic is. Because in Black Desert it was a lasso. And you got a little quick time event with the lasso. You had to like watch the creature or the horse. So you'd sneak up on it, you'd lasso it, and then you'd start walking towards it, and then you had to fight it when it started to like whinny and like thrash around. And then if you got that done, you got closer. And then as soon as you got close enough, you could start feeding it sugar cubes to increase your chance of catching it.
As Yoshi was saying, this one's a bit shorter compared to the other PLLs.
No, I think the other ones are just too long.
No.
We're rushing to finish everything for 6.2. We only have a little over a month left for everything, but we're giving our best to finish all the adjustments. Maybe there's going to be a walk with Yoshi P stream again at some point. Please look forward to it. That's it. Okay. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you had fun. Hope you enjoyed this content. If you guys on YouTube would want a series where I just do the Hildebrand quests and just kind of simple stuff, let me know. So I can do some low effort things like that as long as it's entertaining. I'll be working on my commentary, stuff like that. Less rants. I'm actually gonna cut out that one rant and put it in another video. It's not gonna do very well for my like to dislike ratio on most of my videos, but it will get a lot of engagement because people feel very strongly about that subject. So I will be back in a few hours. I'm gonna try and get this stuff edited and uploaded, and then I'll be on for probably some like Monster Hunter stuff or some Final Fantasy. I can't decide. So yeah, hang tight for that. I think I caught up with everybody on the sub list. And yeah, that's it for today. So thanks for watching, everybody. Be back later. God bless you. See you in a bit.